Good morning, Margaret. How are you? And good morning to everybody that's just joining. I hope you're well. It's felt like more than a week for me since I was last here last Monday. Yeah, it's been quite a tough week for me, quite a lot to work with. So just wondering how you are, how are things for you? There's just been quite a lot going on, so a lot of kind of plates spinning, a little bit more than I probably have the capacity for, really. So it's been quite a lot to practice with. Good morning, Philippa. Good morning, Lynn. So one of the things I've been doing is just trying to notice when I'm completely lost in kind of what's going on and I don't want it to be going on, and kind of my thoughts kind of start here of something that's actually kind of real and live, but they then kind of spiral and end up over here, and I'm in a completely different kind of virtual world. So I've been noticing that. And then noticing when I'm kind of observing my experience of that, and then noticing when actually there's enough calm that I'm actually just in experience. Morning, Jenny. Good morning, Rose and Helen. Yeah, so I feel like there's almost been kind of 3 modes of being this week of lost in thought, and just being aware of experience and how I actually am, and then at moments I can kind of calm enough so that there's a bit more of a flow. So definitely a lot to practice this week, which has felt a bit like a month. I think one particular day felt like about 3 days, but not in any kind of positive sense. But I feel like I'm almost kind of climbing out of something. Good morning, Michelle. Yeah, so just, how is everybody who's just arriving? I hope you're well and you've had a smoother week. Be good to hear how you are. But yeah, it is quite interesting when you're practicing, and I think sometimes you can have this idea that as time goes on, those kinds of getting lost in thought or being kind of reactive or blown about by the worldly winds, you almost can kind of, or I can certainly delude myself into thinking that's not going to happen now, and then I feel like I've learned nothing when I'm in the midst of all of that. I think, I've learned nothing. I'm not getting anywhere. But yeah, it's quite humbling. I look, yeah, I don't always kind of look so calm. Yeah, bit of a worrier. So yeah, so it's 7 o'clock. So we'll make a start, and as usual, I'm going to lead the body awareness meditation. So it's lovely to have you all here, and a really warm welcome, and certainly hi to everybody who's watching the recording later, that you're not forgotten about by any means. So I'm going to start with a little a quote by Rumi, which has really spoke to me this week with my kinds of head full of worries and thoughts that I've been getting caught up with, and then I'll lead us in. So good morning to Graham, who's just arriving now, and I'm glad to hear that you're well. Yeah, and I have actually been taking time for myself. Yeah, I think that's really important. Just that kind of self-meta of nourishing. What do I enjoy? What do I enjoy, and what feeds me? So we'll start with Rumi. Be empty of worrying. Think who created thought. Why do you stay imprisoned when the door is so wide open? Move outside the tangle of fear thinking. Live in silence. Flow down and down in always widening rings of being. So just finding the posture that most supports you right now. And just as you're settling, just get a sense of what position you really need that's just going to allow you to feel safe and grounded, and just as much ease and comfort as possible. And then just close your eyes or lower your gaze, whichever you prefer. Sometimes if we close our eyes, we can get, people don't always find it that comfortable, in the sense that they get a little bit locked more into their internal world and thoughts. So if you want to just kind of soften your gaze or just look down, that might be more helpful. So just whatever best serves you. Just want to feel awake and just coming into and arriving into stillness. So we can just do that by just taking a few deeper breaths and just collecting our attention around the breath. Taking deeper breaths and lengthening the count of the in-breath to 5. Just breathing into the count of 5. And just a really slow out breath that just matches the same count. So breathing in for 5 and just breathing out to the count of 5. So we're just matching the out breath to the in breath. And just really releasing the breath, a long deep breath, deep in breath, and a slow smooth out breath. Just so we can begin to let go. And we can just really do that for however long we need to, just so that we really arrive and settle. Our breath conditions our body and mind. So we can then just begin to really feel ourselves arriving and settling, becoming more present. So just really inhaling quite consciously to begin with, to just fill the chest and the lungs. And just that slow out breath, and just really releasing the sensations of just letting go. And just really noticing how that conditions the body and mind. The effect that that has to just inhale deeply. And have a really slow out breath. Just softening and using the breath to just massage down the length of the whole body. Just really letting go as much as we can right here and now. And then when you feel that you've done that enough for however you're feeling right now, you feel arrived and settled, and just allow the breath to just return to its natural rhythm. Just observe and feel the breath just as it is. Just noticing and checking in with how you're feeling right now. Just noticing the quality of presence that just grows with that focused attention. Just deepening your awareness, your presence of being right here and now. And we can just really establish and deepen that awareness by just turning our attention to the parts of the body and just tuning in to what's our direct experience and the sensations there. So we'll just begin with the scalp of the head. And can you feel an aliveness or a tingling? Maybe a tightness over the scalp of the head. And just using the in-breath to just tune in. And the out-breath to just let go. And just letting the attention flow down across to the eyebrows. Smoothing out the brow, the forehead. Just relaxing, smoothing out any frowning, any tension. And just relaxing and softening the eyes. Just allowing yourself a slight smile at the mouth. And just notice what effect that has on your body and mind. Just be smiling. And just let all the tiny muscles of the face just soften and relax. And just see how relaxed and present we can just allow ourselves to be. So just turning your attention to the inside of your mouth. Just letting the tongue relax and fill the palate. And can you relax the whole length of your tongue? Maybe even swallow just to relax your throat. And just allow your mouth to just fill with sensations. Just being fully aware and present. Just take in the whole of your scalp, your face, the insides of your mouth. And just inviting your shoulders to just relax back and down. Just breathe in and just fill the shoulders with the breath and awareness. And can you be aware of both sides equally? Really experiencing the sensations from the inside. If there's tightness or tension, just use the breath and just really allow the breath to massage and imagine the tension melting, dissolving away. Just allowing the sensations to just change from ice to water. Just really fully feeling the life and the fluidity of the sensations. And just allowing it to just flow down the arms. Just really slowly. Just really tuning in like a wave of sensations down the arms. Just becoming aware of the thumbs. And the fingers. And the space between them. And just really becoming aware of the sensations inside the fingers. The middle fingers, ring fingers, and the little fingers. And just sensing the space between the fingers. Just noticing the palms of the hands, the warmth, maybe the sense of touch, your body or the contact with the ground. The back of the hands. Maybe you can feel the sensitivity as it makes contact with the air. Just feel the aliveness, the awareness spreading through the hands. And then again, following that sense of flow up the arms and just dropping your awareness to your chest, feeling into your heart. And just ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What wants to be felt and known? What emotions are present? And just feeling into all the sensations without leaving anything out. Just relaxing the back, the upper back. Just seeing if we can let go of any more. Your mid back. And your lower back. And just using the breath to just tune in and sweep down the whole of the back. Just bringing your attention to all the sensations there. Any tension or tightness or holding. And see if we can just really let go of any contraction. Just fully feeling into the sensations, not leaving anything out. And just inviting it to just relax and let go. And then just taking in the next breath down into the belly. And invite the belly to soften and be as full as it is. Just letting go of any holding. Just take this breath into the belly. And just receive the next breath into the belly. And we just keep our awareness, our attention on that point of the hara, just below the belly button, just inside the belly. Where we can just arrive at a real sense of stillness and spaciousness. Just allow that to just become our anchor point as we just notice the sensations. And just sensing the awareness, just filling the whole of the trunk of the body. Front of the body, and the back and the sides. Just letting the breath just really be received deep in the body. Just increasingly feeling that sense of aliveness and awareness. And just taking a breath down to the pelvis. Sitting bones making contact with the ground. See if we can let go of any holding in the hips. And taking the breath down into the legs. And see if we can really feel that sense of flow through the legs. Sensations, fluidity of the sensations down the legs, all the way into the feet. The feet are soft and alive, tingling, vibrating. Just notice what part of the feet is making contact with the ground. And just really taking in here the qualities of the ground, that sense of stability. Sense of spaciousness, the infinite ground beneath. We can just let go of beneath us. It's holding us. We don't have to hold ourselves. And just widen further, just to experience the whole body sensations now. Just notice the whole field of sensations. Tingling, vibrating, pulsing. Just notice where there's a sense of warmth or coolness. Just let everything be there. Just continuing to just widen the lens, to just include sounds. Or just listening to any sounds in your room or your house, wherever you are. Sounds of my voice, or listening into the space outside. Just even listening into the silence. Just listening and feeling the whole moment. Just your awareness in the foreground of the changes of sensations and sounds. Just allowing feelings or thoughts to just remain in the background. And just really open up. Just be fully awake to what's happening. And just really let this be your inner refuge that we can just return to at any point in the day. Just return to the breath, our experience moment by moment. our actual experience right here with sounds and sensations. And just notice when we become lost in thought and move away from what's actually happening. Which is natural, it's not a problem. We just notice and choose back. Choose to come back. Start listening again and opening to the attention of the sounds. Tuning into the breath and just listening and feeling that aliveness. And just where can we experience the tingling, energetic body? The movement of the breath. And just relax. Relax to what's happening. Relax your heart. Just find refuge in being right here. Just bringing that soft, kind attention to what's here. Like just offering yourself a gesture of care. And just really relaxing. Relaxing with the posture. Relaxing with your breath. Just allowing everything to just flow through. Without needing anything to be different. Without needing to rush experience or trying to grab or push away. Just fall into it. Rumi, be empty of worrying. Think who created thought. Why do you stay imprisoned when the door is so open wide? Move outside the tangle of fear thinking. Live in silence. Flow down and down in always widening rings of being. So if you're able to sit on, then do. And good morning to Graham and Isabel and Stuart that joined just as we began. And I just invite you to join me this week in just noticing when you've become completely lost in kind of thoughts and what's happening. And those other moments when we're kind of quite aware of what's happening. And even better when we can just relax and not be the observer of what's happening, but just be experience itself. So that's my focus for the next week, just as it has been for the last week. I hope it's not quite so intense or feels like the whole month that it has, but I think things will ease. So thank you for joining me. It's lovely to practice with you and just have this kind of anchor in the week of a Monday morning together. And thank you to those who kind of tune in to the recording later. So Shaki Bazaar will be back in the morning, and everybody is more than welcome to join us for Sangha Night on Wednesday. So it'll be lovely to see you there too. So have a lovely, lovely day, everyone. Do take those mindful pauses, and I'm sending love to you all. Okay, take care. Go well.